If you are fed up with your unsightly, high-maintenance cracked mortar ridge and hip lines, and you are ready to switch to a clean, mess-free solution, then you need to see this. Before we get to today's video, a special thanks to Prava, where this video was shot. For more information about Prava, please click on the link in the description below. Marley Dry Ridge Systems are a far more superior way of fitting ridge and hip tiles. It is much quicker to install, cleaner than mortar bedding, and will also virtually diminish the maintenance that is required of mortar-fitted ridge tiles.
So very briefly, can you explain to us the methods or the components that you need to do a dry ridge?
Yes, Sonika, it's actually very, very easy. What we have here, for example, is the double batten system, where you use 2 38 by 38 and you fix it to the apex of your trusses.
Okay, so this is like the substructure.
That is correct, yes.
The rest of the part.
Yes. And then you have the method where you use your ridge tree.
Okay.
And this is basically all to indicate your exact height, what you require for your butt ridge or your taper ridge going forward. But for this one, we'll show you just a little bit later on.
Oh, okay, so this is another method for substructure.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Okay, now see, you actually have these two interesting clips, but I can also see these are 2 different ridges. Can you explain why we're using 2 different ones?
Yes, 100%. As you can see, this is a butt ridge clip. This is designed for the V shape that you have here. So your butt ridge clips 100% on both sides and it holds it in line.
Okay, that makes sense because the word itself explains how fit, but so it's 2
Yes.
shafts that butt up next to one another, so you need something to connect and join them.
That's correct, yes. And this is screwed onto your double batten system or your batten that's stuck to this ridge tree.
Oh, okay. I also see you've got one of this roll, this ridge roll. So I suppose this is now replacing the mortar that you would basically use. So this together with that replaces mortar. And is this 100% waterproof?
Yes, it is 100% waterproof. That is the reason why it's designed for this. It will stick with a bitumen strip, as you can see here, and you get it in a 10-meter roll. You get it in different colors as well, for the standard colors, for the colors that you need for if you have a terracotta or so color roof as well.
Okay. Okay, and then I see you've got this system for this kind of ridge.
This is a taper ridge, yeah, where you use a taper ridge clip. Some people call it an S clip.
Okay.
And this was also fixed on your ridge tree or on your 38 by 38 batten.
Oh, okay. Okay, so as the word once again explains, it's for a taper ridge. So a taper ridge one sits on top of the other, and that's why you need this kind of method for it.
100% correct. And I'm just going to add again and say this thing is 100% waterproof. So this is actually very important that it's installed correctly.
I understand. Okay. Okay, you mentioned about that ridge tree. Can we quickly see what that is all about?
Sure. As you can see what we did here, the ridge tree is actually very easy to work with.
Okay.
When you measure your exact height that you need, you can very easily bend it. And this is also, it must be installed below the batten on both sides where you screw or nail it.
Okay, and is there a certain amount that you need when you place these, or can I put one on one end and one on the other end, or do I need to put it periodically over a specific distance?
You need a ridge tree on each truss.
Oh, I see.
That's very, very important, and this is going to hold your structure and make it straight line as well.
Okay. I must say, I've noticed that the top battens weren't nailed, they were screwed, and I understand the reason you're doing that. Because obviously when you do your layout for your roof, you're first going to put all your tiles, so it's a lot of work to try and pull out nails, so it's easier to, if you are going to do the dry ridge system, just to use screws, because then you can easily unscrew it so that you can fit this underneath.
Yes, you just make it easier for yourself, that's it.
Oh, I see. All right, so we are going to start with the dry ridge system and show the steps for both of the different mechanisms and both steps in terms of the substructure.
Let's start.
Okay.
The double batten system is a popular method used in the Western Cape, but we would only recommend using it on new builds where the roof trusses are perfectly aligned. Start by securing a 38 by 38 mm batten directly onto each truss by nailing two 75 mm wire nails diagonally across the top of the batten into each of the trusses below. Once fixed, place another 38 by 38 batten on top of the secured batten. Fix this batten by nailing through the top of the batten into the one below using the same 75 mm wired nails. For retrofit and new builds where trusses are not perfectly aligned, we recommend using the ridge tree method. This will allow you to move this bracket up or down until perfect alignment can be achieved. To determine the height of the ridge tree, measure from the apex of the truss to the bottom of the ridge tile, taking batten height into consideration. Place the bent ridge tree prongs over the apex of the truss to the measured height required. Once desired position of ridge tree is achieved, secure with nails and fix the end section of the top batten over the ridge tree prongs via the fastening slots and holes provided. Using the same prior methods, install another ridge tree on the opposite end of the ridge line. Now run a builder's line or chalk line over both ridge trees and use this line as a guide to establish the height position for the rest of the ridge trees to be fixed over the apex of each truss. Once all ridge trees have been fitted, fix and secure all top battens. Position ridge batten with the bracket of the ridge tree and secure by screwing or nailing through the holes provided. Lastly, repack the top cores of the tiles and nail and clip into position as per Marley's good roof tiling practice. That concludes today's video. Be sure to check in again next week for part 2 of our dry ridge installation, where we will cover how to install the ridge roll, ridge edge clip and the ridge connector.